we are 15 years after the introduction of the web browser. 15 years ago, there was none of this point and click we do. And the top internet companies worldwide are American. That's Google, Microsoft, Apple, Yahoo, Facebook, Cisco. All those are American companies. There's a question coming out of this. I want to frame it in this way. If you look at the top 30 green companies around the world, top 30, top 10 in batteries, wind, and solar, only 5 are American. 25 are not. What's going on, and what does that tell us about the future?
Well,
are we even in this race?
Well, we're going to get back in this race, I hope, and I think under the leadership of our new president, I think we've got a shot at doing it. But we made a fatal mistake, John. In the oil shock crisis, right after the oil shock crisis, there were a number of energy research programs started up. They all disappeared within about 7 years because the price of oil came back down, people had cheap gasoline again, the programs were dismantled and they went away. Now I think we understand that this is a problem. The energy problem is a three-pronged problem. It's about global stability. It's about the economy, and it is about our environment. It's the most important problem in the long term. We cannot back away from it. We have to stick to it. So now it's up to a combined set of forces, industry, academia, and government, to work together to push the research agenda, to begin to get the companies going, to get back into these key technologies and really make a big difference. The one good side we have is we're still very strong in information technology. Information technology will play a role here, particularly on the energy efficiency problem, whether it be buildings or cars or anything else. And that's a place where we can still leverage our strength.
But aren't all the batteries in the solar systems really going to come from Asia?
Well, I think the solar system, for a while, we're going to get a lot of solar cells out of Asia, and we're going to get a lot of batteries out of Asia. But what we've got to do what they did to us. We've got to leapfrog them again. We've got to get out in a technology leadership position with the next generation of solar cells, make the breakthrough, whether it's a thin film or a crystalline semiconductor solar cell. We've got to make that breakthrough, and I think the same thing on batteries. What I care about is who owns the innovation. I don't care. It can be made in China, as it often is now. But if we own the innovation and we own the drive and we have the opportunity to build the next generation, that's what